Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming back at you guys with another video, and today I want to share with you guys my non-scale victories that I've noticed or achieved in this weight loss journey, VSG journey, bariatric journey, whatever you want to call it. I feel like we focus a lot on numbers and we focus a lot on scales. I know I did, especially in the beginning, and sometimes I still do. Like sometimes the scale moves and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we fluctuate in weight. That's part of life, and that's part of being a woman. A woman's body do a lot, and we go through a lot with our bodies. Sometimes you just want to take a step back from the number and the scale and really focus on the things that the scale do not measure. And for that is non-scale victories, and I want to share with you guys some of my non-scale victories that I achieved in this journey. So if you guys want to know what they are, then keep on watching. But before we get started, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. So without further ado, let's get on with the video, guys. Alright guys, so how are you guys? I hope all is well. For those of you who don't know, my name is Sophia. I had weight loss surgery, or VSG, on July 20th of 2022, and I lost over 150 pounds. Me saying that out loud or acknowledging that, for me, is still surreal, and I just can't believe how much weight I've lost. And right now, currently, I feel like I am the smallest that I ever been in my adult life, which is like mind blown. Just wanted to get that out there. So I'm going to show you a before and after picture. So this was me at my heaviest, weighing in at 297 pounds, and then this is me currently, and I weigh 139 pounds. I don't want to focus on numbers in today's video, but I just want to give you guys like a little small background of my weight loss so you guys know where I've started from and where I am currently. Let's jump into non-scale victories that I noticed when I was losing weight or in this VSG journey. So my first non-scale victory is going down sizes in terms of clothes or wearing smaller sizes. It wasn't until I was probably about 5 or 6 months into my journey when I started shopping for my size. And let me tell you, I was so shocked. I didn't see any weight loss from me at all. People saw the weight loss. My family more so saw the weight loss like first. I didn't. Like, I felt different, you know, in the earlier stages, like the first 5 months. I felt different. I felt lighter. But when I looked in the mirror, I didn't notice any weight loss at all. It wasn't until I was like 5 to 6 months post-op that I was like, you know what, let me go shopping. Let me go to H&M. Let me go to Zara. Let me go to all these places, right? So I went to H&M, got an extra large, realized that the extra large was too big. I'm like, what? So I had to go a size down, which was a large. And I was like, I haven't been a large in so long. It was just mind blown. Buying clothes and buying smaller sizes was really a non-scale victory because clothes are actually starting to fit me. And I was just like, whoa. Very, very surreal for me to see my body changing through clothes sizes because I didn't see it in the mirror. But me trying on clothes gave me more motivation to keep going because I'm a girl. I'm a girly girl. I love to shop. I love buying cute things. But to buy clothes with ease instead of really thinking about it and being creative, like I could just buy anything. To me, that was a non-scale victory because I haven't felt this free in wearing clothes in a very, very long time. So that's like one of my biggest non-scale victories. So a non-scale victory is how I feel inside, guys. Like, I feel lighter on my feet. I feel lighter in general. Like, I didn't know how much weight really weigh you down. I am 5'2", guys. Okay, I am 5'2", and I was 297 pounds. So you could imagine me and my short frame, how much weight I was carrying. I was in pain, okay? Shortness of breath. I had back pains. Like, if I walk for a very long distance, like my legs would have pain, like sharp, like cutting, like somebody was stabbing me in the leg, like sharp pains. I had that. I was just miserable. So when people would see me in the street, they're like, why are you always mad? Or why your face is so serious? It's because, bitch, I literally, I'm in pain. Going out was always was stressful for me because I knew that I would be uncomfortable wherever I was gonna go. Yeah, now I can walk with ease. Now I feel light. Now I have no more back pains, which is amazing. I don't have shortness of breath. I can walk for a long period of time. I feel like I'm more active. Girl, I feel great. And now another non-scale victory. Let's go back to clothes. I'm gonna mention wearing jeans. Girl, if you know, you know. Wearing jeans for me was such a hassle when I used to be bigger. I rarely wear jeans. I didn't like how I look in jeans. I felt like I look like a cornball. Do we even say that anymore? I felt like a loser wearing denim. I didn't feel sexy wearing denim. Not only that, I wasn't comfortable wearing denim because I don't know, I was in an awkward stage in my body where if I buy my actual size, which was an 18, 20, it was a little too tight. But if I went above like 2022 or whatever, it would be too big. So I didn't find a happy medium with my pants or jeans size. So I just avoided wearing jeans. I would wear leggings at all time. I would, like, literally everything that I would wear is with leggings. Like, that's all I would wear. Leggings. Like, literally I had like 50 pairs of leggings, different colors. I would have leggings in different fabrics. Like, it was just crazy out. That's all I would wear is leggings because it was comfortable. It didn't press in my stomach. It was easy to put on, easy to take off. But now, after I lost all this weight, I've been loving jeans. I started incorporating jeans when I was a size 16 early on this year. And literally, once I put on my first pair of jeans, which was the size 16, and I'm going to show you here in the clip, yeah, I fell in love with jeans, and then every month I was just dropping pant size. So my advice to you guys, and I think I mentioned this in a previous video, is that if you guys are in a weight loss journey or a VSG journey, bariatric, bypass, whatever, I would say wait on buying denim until you're probably a size 14, 12, 14. That's my advice to you, because literally I spend so much money on denim that I'm not even wearing anymore, and I would buy like 4 pairs of jeans every month because I was crazy, because I just was loving jeans all the time. Wearing jeans is like my new favorite thing to do, and that's a non-scale victory that I'm loving, is wearing denim jeans. Another non-scale victory is walking in heels. I was never a heels type of girl, and still to this day I'm really not, but I have a newfound appreciation for high heels because I can walk in heels. At my biggest, I could barely walk in heels. It was a lot. It hurt because, like I said, I'm 5'2", and I was carrying a lot of weight in my small frame. So me wearing heels was a no-go. I try to wear chunky heels. It did help wearing chunkier heels, but still, no, it was not working out for me. As I was losing weight, you know, I'll buy heels here and there, and I noticed that I would walk for the whole event. If I was going to an event, I was good. Like, my feet didn't hurt. I was walking. I was doing all that. I was doing the most with these heels, and I was like, wow, like I feel good in heels. So I feel like I'm confident in wearing heels now. Like I don't feel guilty buying heels because now I know I could wear them. Before, when I used to buy heels, I'm like, why am I buying it? Like it's not like I could wear them, or it's gonna hurt, or I'm gonna like switch off my shoes in like 30 minutes, maybe 20. Now, like I could literally walk in heels and be okay and not have any pain whatsoever. So that's a non-scale victory that I love. Another non-scale victory is that my skin gotten so much better since losing weight. I noticed that my skin was getting a little clearer as I was losing weight. Like I actually saw my face. A lot of people were saying, wow, like I didn't see your face until you lost weight. And before, I'm just like, what are you talking about? I still look like the same person. But when I look at old pictures, videos and stuff like that, like I had a lot of chunkiness in my face, like a chipmunk. Now I feel like my face is, I'm like looking at myself while I'm talking to you guys, but I feel like my face has gotten much clearer because I'm not eating as bad as I used to. I'm drinking more water, taking vitamins. Like I'm really caring about my health more, and I could see it resonating into my skin. I mean, there's still some stuff that I want to do, like really up my skincare game and really invest in my skincare products. But other than that, I feel like my skin has been really good since losing weight. Notice that I am wearing less and less and less makeup. Whereas it would take me an hour to do my makeup, now it takes me 10 minutes to do my makeup. So, you know, skin is on point. Skin has been thriving. I've been drinking my water, minding my business, and I owe it all to weight loss surgery and eating right. Yeah, my skin has been looking really good. Another non-scale victory that I noticed is that my coping mechanism have changed. My coping mechanism was eating. It was food. I come from a place of food addiction. So when I'm happy, I would eat. When I was sad, I would eat. When I was bored, I was eating. So when I had weight loss surgery, when I had this restriction, it forced me to find other ways to deal with my emotions. I pretty much leaned a lot on food. You know, food was my comfort zone, right? So any little emotion that I was dealing with, I looked for food. And when food was taken out of the equation, now I had to figure out what is there to do without food, right? Because I couldn't eat it, or I couldn't eat a large amount of it anymore, especially in the beginning. I had to find other things to do and deal with, right? It was a non-scale victory because having this unhealthy relationship with food forced me to find other things that I needed to cope with things. And it's better for me because how I deal with me being stressed, or if I need to think, or I need to, you know, I have anxiety or something like that. Instead of me going to the fridge and eating, I picked up adult coloring. I love adult coloring. It just like I zone out and I just focus on the colors, just focus on creating, and it really helped. My camera died, but I don't know where I was up to, but I think I was up to coping mechanism and adult coloring. Coloring really helped me focus. It is a great way for me to relieve anxiety as well. I also picked up dancing again. I do dance classes sometimes. I do some dance videos from YouTube as well. What else have I been doing? YouTube. YouTube has been a really great way for me to like really express myself and talk about stuff that's on my mind, vlogging and VSG content, because that's a big part of my life. I try to make sure that I don't have time to think about food, because with VSG I noticed that, especially now that I'm further along in this journey, is that now I could eat almost anything now. I could eat majority of anything, and my restriction has expanded a little bit. I could fall into bad habits and I could have an ice cream, I could have a donut, I could, and I have, and I do, and I'm not gonna deprive myself of these things, but having an excessive amount of that, that's not good. at all. So when I have that urge to have these things, that's when I will try to do something else. And once I do something else and I get my mind focused on a little project that I'm doing, I tend to forget about that ice cream or that donut or that chocolate bar or whatever. So pick up some hobbies like knitting, or do something where you could get lost in, kind of, not lost, but like you could get really involved in, that you'll forget about your cravings. And that really helped me out. Another non-scale victory is that my mood has changed, and that's something that my family have told me about. I didn't even know I was moody. I didn't know I was moody, but then it goes back to always feeling in pain, right? I walk for a long period of time and I'm aching, and I'll get frustrated because I feel bad inside. So, there was so many times I was moody when I was bigger. Not only that, but when I binge eat too, I would eat something, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be eating it, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. And then you have that instant regret, and then that will mess up my mood for the rest of the day or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I was moody, I guess, and I didn't realize that I was moody. My family, my sisters, they pointed out, like, you're much more nicer now that you're smaller. I'm like, what? And then now I had to like really self-reflect and was like, oh, hey, yeah, probably because I was not happy with myself, and I was in pain. I was depressed. I had instant guilt every time I would binge eat afterwards. Like, it was always, why did you do that? Like, as I was binge eating, there was some type of satisfaction in it, but the aftermath of it, that was when I had instant regret, and I would hate myself for it, and that would put me in a terrible mood. So now that I'm more active, like, I'll go, like, I'm bored. Instead of eating, I'll like, hey, let me just go and take a walk. So I'll take a walk and, get some sun or whatever the case may be. I do things that will help me not think about food. My mood has definitely changed because I feel good about myself, and I want to keep up this feeling of feeling great, right? And that's a huge non-scale victory, is finding happiness that is not food related. Another non-scale victory is going to restaurants and sitting in a booth. For you girlies that know, every time I would go to a restaurant, like, I would despise, I used to hate sitting in a booth because I couldn't fit in a booth. Or if I do have to have a booth seating, I would have to move the table so I could fit inside a booth. Or I would have to get like a chair to sit at the corner of the table. It was just a process. Like, it's always a strategy when I'm going out. And not only that, but I used to have really big boobs. So like, my boobs used to sit on the table. It used to just on the table when I used to sit in the booth. Now it's just like, I have so much space. It's so surreal, and it's just like, wow, like, how did I live life at my biggest? It's just mind-blowing, right? Sitting in a restaurant booth is definitely a non-scale victory for me. Going on amusement rides. Before, I couldn't fit some rides, or it didn't lock, like some rides didn't lock all the way, so I was literally risking my life for these amusement park rides. Now everything fits. Nobody will stop me, but hey, hold on, let's see if you'll fit in here, you'll fit in this ride. Like, that was so embarrassing. Now I feel like I could go to any ride, and that's one of the biggest non-scale victories for me. Traveling and asking for a seatbelt extender, that was so embarrassing. I mean, you shouldn't be embarrassed for asking that, but for me personally, it was embarrassing asking for a seatbelt extender. Like, it was just like, especially when you're sitting next to somebody, like, hey, can I get a seatbelt extender? And now I don't need a seatbelt extender, but these little things is what's keeping me going and making me realize, hey, you need to maintain this weight, because like, I really don't want to ever get back to that point in my life where I didn't feel good about myself, or I had restrictions in my life. Another non-scale victory, and these are just little things, but wrapping a towel around my body and being good. There was a long period of time where I just couldn't wrap a regular size towel around me, like at all. And that used to irk me so bad. Now I can wrap a towel around me with no problems. And that's honestly, it's just like, I can't believe it. That was one of the first non-scale victories that I noticed. It was me wrapping my towel around me without it being too small. There's a towel that I had for many years. I have a Sailor Moon towel. At my biggest, I could never wrap it fully around me. Like, you always see like spaces. Now it wraps around me and then some. And it's just like, wow, just can't believe it. Like, I just love that. I love that. Like, this is the most simplest thing that I'm talking about with non-scale victories, because you start to realize, like, I couldn't do this before and now I can, or I didn't know this was an issue. Now it's not an issue. I can't, you know what I mean? So having non-scale victories or noticing your non-scale victories really helps with this journey to keep you going forward, because sometimes you just don't realize it and you're stuck in that moment of the number. But it's more than just a number, it's everything. You're losing inches, like, you know, sometimes the scale is trying to catch up with your body. Does that make sense? Probably be like, hey, but how come I fit this pants this week? Last week I did it and the scale didn't move. It's because you're losing inches. Like, your body is doing the work, you know what I mean? The scale is just a number, and you know, it's trying to catch up with your body. That's how I look at it, as that. Another non-scale victory is tying my shoelaces or bending down. Let me tell you, I could not bend down, or it used to be such a hassle for me to bend down. So imagine me tying my shoelaces. It was just a lot of work and I hated it. Shout out to my niece who's 9 years old. Every time I need to like tie my shoelaces, she will tie it for me, or if something falls, she'll pick it up. Like, if you know, you know, like, bending down was a big no-no. Now I could bend down, pick up everything. If something falls, I'll pick it up. I'll be the first to pick up something. I would tie my shoelace quick. Before, I used to tuck in my shoelace because I just didn't want to bend down. I used to like tuck it in really quickly and keep it moving. That was like a struggle for me, is tying my shoelace. But now I could do these things with ease. That was another non-scale victory, and I didn't even realize that that was an issue. Being smaller and me bending down to tie my shoelace, I would think back like, oh my god, this used to like wore me out. Like, I was so tired after tying a shoelace. And yeah, like, I just can't believe that was an issue, if that makes sense. Camera died again. Another non-scale victory is, I feel like nobody really talks about this, and that's something that is on the top of my non-scale victories, is crossing my legs. Yes, if you know, you know. I'm just saying, I just couldn't cross my legs. I mean, I could, but it wasn't comfortable. I could only do it for a couple of minutes, maybe, if that. I could not cross my legs. It was uncomfortable for me. Now, if you see me in person, if you see me in real life, best to believe I'm sitting down pretty, crossing my legs. Okay, I'm crossing my legs. Okay, this is one of the best feelings ever. Like, like, that's like, damn, I couldn't cross my legs before. Now I can. My little sister, she was like, shut up, you think you all that because you could cross your legs now? That is really that serious. Like, I'm always crossing my legs now. Looking back, I couldn't believe I couldn't cross my legs for a long period of time, or like, I just couldn't, you know what I mean? It was just uncomfortable. Now, again, with ease, I don't even think about crossing my legs. I just do. It's just a part of me. It's just part of my demeanor now. It's just so surreal. Like, that's one of my favorite non-scale victory, is crossing my legs. Let me back up. It's probably a toss-up. I don't know which is higher, but losing my boobies, okay? Like, is crazy. At my biggest, okay, I was a 34 double J. I was big, huge. Like my boobies, and honestly, the weight and the boobs that I had really played a factor of my back pain. Backstory here is that I was going back and forth on whether I should have VSG surgery or a big breast reduction. In my mind at the time, I thought like, well, I'm all boobs. Like, I feel like once I get rid of my boobs, I will look smaller. I felt like I carried majority of my weight in my boobs at the time. And then my mom was like, why don't you lose weight and see how your boobs will drop, if it will lose weight or not. I ended up deciding to have weight loss surgery. I told myself I'm gonna lose the weight and then revisit me having breast reduction. But as I got out of the 200s and just kept losing the weight, my breast just pretty much deflated. I still have boobs, don't get me wrong, which I'm very blessed about. I am a 34D currently, from a GJ to a double D, and that's like huge. So now I don't feel like I need to have a breast reduction. I do want to have a boob lift. That'll be amazing. Being able to wear tops without feeling self-conscious, because I felt like whatever top I wear, all you saw was boobs. When you first meet me, you see boobs. Usually when I meet people for the first time, they're like, whoa, you got big boobs. Their eyes will focus down on my boobs. So pretty much back to how my boobs were in high school. I like the size of my breasts. I think it's fine the way it is. Just want a boob lift, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna talk to my doctor, my bariatric doctor. We have a meeting next month and he wants to see me. I haven't seen him in a few months. Yeah, just about a few months. So I'm very excited to see what he has to say. But losing a large amount of booby mass, like, that's crazy to me. Just thought that I just needed a breast reduction, but majority of my weight goes to my boobs. Now I'm conscious of that. I know that in my mind now, and I know what I have to do. I just can't believe I lost that much weight in my breast area. Not only that, but having bigger breasts, it was such a hassle because it was so heavy that my bra straps, like my bra straps used to dig through my skin because it was carrying a lot of weight. Like, I used to get like redness, cuts, red marks in my skin because of my boobs. Like, the bra strap was literally digging in my skin. That's how heavy my breast was at the time. You know, when people say the most satisfying thing when you get home is taking off your bra, it still rings true for me right now. But the way it was my life at the time with big breasts, I was like, yes, I'm going home to take off my bra. That's how real it was, okay? And I do not miss those days at all. So when I tell you it's one of my biggest non-scale victory, this is one of my biggest non-scale victory. My number one non-scale victory is me not having high blood pressure anymore. I had high blood pressure. It was really scary. My heart used to beat really fast. My heart rate was super fast. My heart was forcing, like, it was literally going like this because it was fighting the weight that was going on inside me. I was on 8 different blood pressure medication. 8. Okay, I was taking 8 medications before I had my surgery. Just to have my blood pressure regulated. And my cardiologist, my cardio doctor, he would not approve my surgery until he found the right medication for me, so that I didn't have high blood pressure, or at least my blood pressure was stable for surgery. That's how serious it was. Yeah, so he was a good doctor and he really took care of me, and he took his time trying to find the right medication for me so I could be good to undergo surgery. Right now, I don't take not one high blood pressure medication at all. I don't take any of these pills, I'm telling you, any of them at all. I stopped taking them, I believe, 6 months into my journey. I used to have respiratory problems. I used to have an inhaler too because sometimes I just couldn't breathe. Not that I was asthmatic. It was just I couldn't breathe because I had so much pressure on my chest because of the weight. Sometimes I would need that. Now I don't use that anymore. Everything is good, like health-wise. Everything that was due to weight I no longer have that anymore. That's an amazing, amazing thing, and I thank God every day for. I'm just very blessed. The only thing that I take is my vitamins and my iron pills, okay? All right, guys, so that's it. These are my non-scale victories. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below, what are some of your non-scale victories during your weight loss journey, your VSG journey, your bypass journey, your bariatric journey, whatever journey you on. Tell me, what are your non-scale victories? Did we share some of the same non-scale victories? If you have something completely different non-scale victory, let me know in the comments down below so we can all share our amazing journey together. Yeah, let's get the conversation going in the comments down below. Honestly, I've talked to so many people through my social media about VSG, and I'm super excited for all of you guys that are watching who are in their journey as well. If you want to see any videos from me, let me know. Leave them in the comments down below. If you have any questions, also leave it in the comments down below, or you could DM me on my social medias. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in a few days with another video. Bye!